Well, first thing we played, I mean, the simple answer is we had good pad level and we played hard all day. And that's the biggest thing with Stanford with them, overloading and overlapping and the quality of McCaffrey. Everybody's got to be precise. And I'm sure we weren't perfect, but we were precise a lot. And then, and so I felt, I felt like we played really hard on the D-line. I don't know if I can think of a position that we played harder on this game than the D-line, because they were disruptive all day and were good against the run and the pass both.
Your thoughts on the defense getting those initial 3 and outs and allowing the offense to sort of find its rhythm?
I thought that was huge. I thought it was really big because, Stanford's such a strong physical team and they can make things happen very quickly, just because they move you around. And as we got in sync on offense, I thought we were better up front offensively, and I thought we did a pretty good job keeping them off balance. And, once they're smart, clever guys, but once they're off balance, we had to continue to keep them off balance because they sorted out a little quicker than some,
It seems like your team showed some mental toughness in terms of scoring after those false starts, scoring after Luke has to lead the game, scoring after the offensive line has to do some shuffling. And is that what you've been looking to see from this group?
Well, we did have some timely scores, which that's good. I mean, there's times, when you get somebody in a tough situation, and capitalizing on that's important. And I did think we did a good job of that offensively and early in the games on defense, to keep that thing to a draw, and then until we got in sync, and then second half, I thought the most important series of the game. I have a cough, but important series of the game for us was that opening drive offensively in the third quarter, and then the opening defensive series.
Mike, did the crowd noise affect the false starts at all?
I don't think so. I don't think so. It's not the loudest stadium. I do think they have the loudest PA system here, which I think is interesting because last year when we played, they had a series of complaints about our PA system. Theirs is definitely louder than ours, so maybe we'll talk to their PA guy and get ours even louder. We'll see. But it was loud and it sounded good. I thought they played good music too, because some of the music I could do without, but I thought that Stanford's got great taste in music. Who'd have thunk it, So
on that first drive of the third quarter, River had some really big catches, and he hadn't really had a game like this before. What were you seeing from him right now that maybe hadn't been there?
His head's clear. He just focuses on his job, not a bunch of extra stuff. He's a guy that can play really well when he just focuses on his job, not a bunch of extra, not this, not that. Because sometimes he's real quick to think of a bunch of what ifs, and if he allows those to cloud in there, all of a sudden it slows everything down.
How did you evaluate Leach play this game?
I thought, for the most part, I thought it was really good. I thought it was really good. Obviously, the first interception was bad, but he got hit. He's picking himself off the ground, so I don't know what else he could do on that. He floated that ball on 3rd and 20, which we could have drained that. That guy, we hit that guy, we convert that thing. And so then they picked that. I didn't like those two plays. I thought he did a really good job holding the offense and everybody together as we got in sync and marched down the field and controlled the first half. I thought he did a good job finishing the game, using the clock, and just running the unit, keeping track of him.
Last year, you guys had all these close wins, really learned how to win close. Is there something to a program, learning how to beat up a team or learning how to just put them away early?
Well, against these guys, it's easier said than done. But you try to do the best you can. But I think focus when you're down. Everybody kind of focuses in a little when they're down, but having the discipline to focus when you're up, I think we came away the last 2 games with regard to that.
Do you think that shows some growth in this team, Mike, in the first couple games of the year?
I do, yeah.
Not that you've seen any tape or anything on it, but any quick eval on the right side of the line once people came in and the rest of it over?
Thought he played well. Thought he played really well. Yeah, I thought Barry played real well. Yeah.
How hard do you guys feel to get things on track after the way you started the season the last couple of weeks?
How hard was it?
How have you done that?
Yeah, it's hard work, and everybody working hard and pulling together. You know, everybody working hard, pulling together, and then also I think there's a point where everybody's got to be brutally honest with each other, coaches and players. You know, what everybody's doing. You know, because you know, coaches and players as well. I don't think we were as focused as we could have been. I don't think we coached details as well as coaches as we could have. I don't think we absorbed details as well as players as we could have. And just focusing. I mean, the quick answer is everybody focus on doing their job. Just do your job and do it over and over. And then, well, this is just practice. Hell with that. We don't care if it's just practice. You do it now, and then, and then, if we don't do a good job doing our job, then coaches step in. But now we're to the point where players are stepping in, and so it elevates the whole thing because everybody's committed not just to doing their job, but everybody doing their job together. And I think that's been helpful, and we certainly have to keep track of that next week as we play UCLA.
Coach, how valuable was it to have those three backs putting down yards early and keeping that going through the game to be able to open up for your offense?
No, I think it was important. I think it was definitely important. It kept them honest, and that's something historically we haven't, been able to do against a front like this or a team. Is keep them honest, and they try to get you one-dimensional, but we tried to let a lot of people touch the ball because that's part of what's important to us. So.
Between the backs and the defensive line play that you were talking about earlier, do you feel that this is kind of evolving into one of your most balanced teams here at Washington State?
Well, I don't view balance as number of runs. I view balance as contributions by all the skill positions. So our effort to achieve balance is to try to make sure all the skill positions are contributing to the offensive effort, whether it's through the air or on the ground. I'd have to add it up. I need to add it up.
Last question.